When the pain grows, anything goes. Devil is a lie, looking for the prize. That's eternal life, and bringing the things in my mind. Talking real peace of mind, that's something money can't buy.
What's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy KingMarcell. Now we about to talk about this Drake situation, man. Drake, I feel like he's making a huge mistake in what he's doing with this shit with Toronto and trying to blackball certain artists. He first had this shit. Everybody want to speculate and say that, oh no, he probably didn't have nothing to do with the shit that happened with Rick Ross. Come on, we know that was because of Drake. That's the only reason something like that would have happened. Started off with Rick Ross. Now you're blackballing. You already did the shit with Pusha T years ago, and then that is currently being stood on. You feel like you standing on that with that nigga. Now you trying to say all the TDE can't come to Canada, bro? Bro, niggas really don't gotta go to Canada, bro. Yeah, that's extra money that can be in their pocket, but nigga, it ain't that many stops in fucking Canada, bro. But nigga, you gonna have to come to the States. Drake, that's your main bag is here in the States, bro. And you really finna make it awkward for you to move around this bitch, bro. I don't give, like, what's up with you niggas? Like, bro, you really think you don't come from this, bro. And I don't know if you think those other ties that you got gonna really help you if you play this game, bro. Because I don't think you still gotta maneuver in the streets around niggas, bro. Now, unless you just finna stop this rap shit, because you have been saying little slick shit about rap shit that I've been peeping. Little shit you been saying, like, are you done rapping? Because, man, nigga, I think we'll all be happy if that's the case. But man, we finna check out this video to see like what really is going on with him, I guess, blackballing niggas from Canada.
These Drake colonizer lines are just aging gracefully, and he's definitely not getting close to beating the allegations. When an unsuspecting bystander in this entire beef, as close to a bystander as you could possibly be, Schoolboy Q. Sure, Schoolboy Q was on TDE. He's been boys with Kendrick Lamar for well over a decade. He appeared in the Not Like Us music video, but he's not somebody that came at Drake in any type of way. He never dissed Drake. He never had no problems with Drake. Any problems with Drake? And he tweeted this last night. He was on his Blue Lips tour and the follow-up to his most recent album.
They just canceled my show in Toronto. Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE performing. Damn. It's straight like that? Top was just with Wayne and Baby. Shaking my head. Party Next Door just had a show at the... I don't know what to say. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have did it. Now, when somebody get hurt, don't cry. That's, man, whoa. That's what I'm saying, Drake. You are taking this shit to a whole nother stratosphere, nigga, that I don't think you gonna be really ready for when shit really hit that fan like that, nigga. That nigga straight up threatening that nigga.
And he sasaid, they just canceled my show in Toronto. Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE performing. Top, and he's talking about Top Dog, not, some people might think he's talking about Youngboy. Top Dog from TDE was just with Wayne and Baby, SMH. Party Next Door just had a show at the Palladium. He's talking about Los Angeles venues. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did it. Now, when somebody get hurt, don't cry. Actually, I get it. Never mind. This stuff low-key hilarious. I don't know why Dot put me in that effing video. So I always love how how Schoolboy Q's able to take things in jest, make fun and light of the situation. And someone posted a picture of him, and he said, canceled is all I could think about. And then Academics replies with an odd message saying, sending prayers for peace and healing. Battle was good. Time to move on. I think Drake is the one that needs to hear this. This guy's just trying to perform on tour for his own fans, and the Canadian police are screwing him over. And his fans are getting screwed over. So this is, you can't point this at Schoolboy Q, TDE, or Kendrick Lamar in any capacity at all. If you care about the fans, if you care about the artist, this is Canadian police thing, and most likely a Drake/OVO thing. Why else would they cancel it? It's not like Schoolboy Q somebody that's preaching violence that they can say, oh, and this is the thing, if Schoolboy Q was preaching violence, they would have never even let him into.
The most that came out about Schoolboy Q in this is that he damn that warned J. Cole that, hey, Kendrick and Drake finna tweak. Like, they finna tweak out on each other. You might not want to be in the way of that. That's it. That's it. And now you, like, come on, that shit.
It's pretty strict to get in there.
And that happened in Toronto. He was just in Toronto when that happened.
Over 90,000 of our fans can be found delivering online.
Lame as hell, bro.
And then Schoolboy Q replies and says, I never said I'm going to kill somebody. I'm saying if we wanted to crack it off, we could have. Rap and move on, playing tough, gonna get somebody hurt.
Literally
it's
gonna
all
get somebody
good.
hurt
I'm
like a motherfucker.
Dad. And he spin, man. Like, Schoolboy Q handled this perfectly. And one thing, though, that we need to make note of before people say, hey, Schoolboy Q deserves this, or whatever the case may be. If you guys recall, a couple of months ago, before this beef started, when J. Cole dropped 7-Minute Drill and was going at Kendrick Lamar, he dropped 7-Minute Drill, and then he apologizes at Dreamville Fest. And we were all perplexed in a daze. Just looking around, what the hell is going on with this guy? Well, there was a rumor that someone that was there put out, a writer, and we don't know if it's objective fact yet, but it does give a decent explanation. I don't want to put it out there like this is 100% certain. However, it was said that J. Cole was pulled to the side by Schoolboy Q before performing because he didn't perform 7-Minute Drill at the Dreamville Fest, and told him a couple of things and then let him go on. And the quote was, I'm not specifying what kind of warning, whether it was a bullying move, a Debo-like maneuver, or just a friendly heads up. I don't think it matters at this point. But based on what Punch, TDE president, said, I think they gave him what he needed to hear to bow out of the battle with as much grace as possible. So the thoughts are that Schoolboy Q, who's been cool with J. Cole as well, their camps have always been cordial between each other, and Schoolboy Q is set to perform at that festival as well. The thoughts were that Schoolboy Q told him, hey man, this is going to get really ugly. You're just rapping to rap, but this guy Kendrick Lamar genuinely hates Drake, and he's going to come at him with everything that he has. And we don't, and are you sure you don't want to get looped into that and face not dire consequences, but get into a mess where you're gonna have to sling some stuff you don't want to, and that's
being manipulated by Drake yourself, nigga. Do you really want to step in between these niggas finna have they belt? Well, you want to move the fuck out the way because you let Drake play with you too, nigga. Because again, I don't get no fuck what nobody say. When Drake was on tour with Cole was 2. If they were saying they was running 2, Cole was being 2 there in that situation. Because wasn't he on tour with Drake and not the other way around? Nigga, you 2 then. What are we talking about? It don't matter if you not opening, if he opening or whatever it is, nigga, you're on his tour, nigga, you're 2, nigga. You're not the headliner, nigga. It's him. And for you to put yourself in that situation and then still be calling it, it was like, man, it was like Drake made you his goon, Joe. And that shit, and it's like, come on, you a grown ass man. If you didn't peep that, if you ain't understand that, man, but it's like, man, I won't even give you that grace because you a businessman. You knew what the fuck was going on. That's why I don't give Drake Cole no grace in that shit. I don't care that he bowed down and shit. He shouldn't have played in the first place. They been him and Drake been sneak dissing for years, man. For what? Come on, get the fuck up out of here, man.
J. Cole probably thought, yeah, you know what? I'm going to bow out. Did he have to bow out the way that he did? I think he could have just left 7-Minute Drill up, not performed it, and not done the embarrassing ritual that he did. And I say ritual in jest.
He's trying to say that
actual ritual.
Persona,
yeah, the embarrassing performance that he had saying, oh, man, let's give it up for Kendrick Lamar. You didn't have to do all that. You could have just said, man, you know, I don't want us. I've been upset with what I've been up to the past couple of days. It's not me, and I don't want to continue to escalate it. That would have been enough of a move. We still would have came at him, but not in the way, not as hard as we ended up going. So perhaps Drake is still upset at Schoolboy Q for having pulled J. Cole out of the beef.
Yeah, because that was his lackey. He was like, man, Cole was on. I know Kendrick was like, I said Kendrick. I know Drake was like, if I got Cole though, I can damn near do this. If all these niggas come up against me, but I got Cole on my side, and Cole spitting bars for me, and he got my back, I can do this shit. We can win that shit. We could damn near overcome that shit. Cole instantly bowed out. So now it's not a 2 against 20 like Drake thought it was finna be. But he like, oh, but I got one of the other top 3 niggas on my side. It became a 1 versus everybody. Then not only that, Cole was on the project that was dissing you. It's like somebody who you thought was your lackey and on your side, then there wasn't. And then I don't think that's being questioned either. That J. Cole been spending a lot of time with Drake, and then he just flipped like that, man. What if Cole was the motherfucking Mo?
Because I think the beef would have been a little bit more favorable in the eyes of
that nigga ain't Cole Mo. That nigga is Cole Mo, the Mo J. Cole. I'm trying to tell y'all, shit get wild out here.
If J. Cole was still going at Kendrick and he was somewhat on Drake's side, they would have just put them together and they would have been going at Kendrick Lamar. I think that would have turned things around. Do I think it would have been enough for them to quote-unquote win? Absolutely not. I think Kendrick would have watched both of them. With that being said, though,
what'd he say?
And they would have been going at Kendrick Lamar. I think that would have turned things around. Do I think it would have been enough for them to quote-unquote win? Absolutely not. I think Kendrick would have watched both of them.
Would have watched both they weak ass. They pen ain't like this niggas, man. They not spitting like this nigga at all, bro.
At Kendrick Lamar. I think that would have turned things around. Do I think it would have been enough for them to quote-unquote win? Absolutely not. I think Kendrick would have watched both of them. With that being said, though, I think it would have taken some of the punch out of, no pun intended, out of lines like, oh, colonizer, you go to Atlanta, things like that. When you've got someone that's an American that grew up in Fayetteville, North Carolina, that's riding with Drake, not necessarily, they had first-person shooter together, and the theory, academics
because all those bars could match Cole too. That's the whole thing. Because what niggas is really talking about is the elephant in the room that nobody so-called can't talk about, but niggas finna talk about that shit, Joe. And it don't matter what you say, if you block niggas or whatever, niggas know what's up now. And it's like y'all thinking like it's just gonna go away. Shh, don't talk about it. If you talk about the taboo, then something bad is gonna happen to you. Nigga, something bad is already happening to us. What the fuck is we talking about?
There's no proof of this. And he even said that nobody told him this was anywhere remotely true. He was just conjuring it up out of his own opinion. But he was saying he thinks that Drake somehow sent J. Cole to drop his record first to come at Kendrick. And I disagreed with this because J. Cole is just his own man, his own artist. I don't see Drake being able to push him to get out of character and drop a song first. I don't think he's going to be manipulated like that. It doesn't make sense to me. But now, some people will say, well, he was manipulated by Schoolboy Q to do so-and-so. That's different. That's a long-time relationship, and they're not manipulating.
Saying, that wasn't a manipulation because he had a decision that he could have made at the end of the day. That's why you need a top-performing pit crew. And he chose to bow out. That's a decision. But with Drake, it was manipulation through money. I'm going to give you X amount of money. If y'all think Cole didn't do that shit over some money, y'all out your mind. You're out your mind. If you think Cole didn't do all that shit with Drake because that nigga got an unimaginable bag damn now. Like y'all got to really peep what the fuck going on. He was on tour with this nigga. He was getting some of that Drake money. He was like, yeah, nigga, okay, we can say whatever. Because I feel like deep down Cole know. If anything in this top 3 conversation, I'm 3. And to me, he not even 3. Cole is alright, but the nigga ain't 3. And I feel like deep down, he know that shit to a certain extent that he's not number 1. But he gonna play that role because y'all put him there. Because again, what else we got to work with? All these other niggas is damn near ass. They ain't really saying shit. There's only a few niggas who are still really spitting. But again, ain't nobody spitting like that nigga Kendrick, man.
Where things are going to go, we're giving you a heads up. And then he made the decision on his own. It's not like Drake said, hey, there's a heads up. I'm going to come at Kendrick Lamar, or Kendrick Lamar is going to come at us. You need to drop a track. That's completely different. So there's that situation. I do think it's really, really whack.
Too. That's the April shit that they was talking about. That's why Drake trying to have his BBL
come at Kendrick Lamar,
stupid ass
or
shit.
Kendrick Lamar is going to come at us. You need to drop a track. That's completely different. So there's that situation. I do think it's really, really whack and lame that they're doing this because they're robbing their own city from enjoying music that they like. Imagine you're in Toronto, right? Probably like Drake music. There's probably a bunch of people in Toronto that don't like Drake music. But an artist is coming to your city, Schoolboy Q, who you haven't seen. Maybe you haven't seen him ever, but you haven't seen the guy tour in 5+ years. When was the last time he dropped an album? Was Crash Talk the last album? I believe so. Nah, Crash Talk was way too long ago. Yeah, it was actually Crash Talk. And I don't even know if he went on tour for Crash Talk because that was in 2019. 2020 was, everything shut down. You're definitely not going in and out of Canada at that point. So I don't know if he went on tour for that, but let's say you're about to see him. You've been a fan for a long time. And now because Drake doesn't like the guy, and we're alleging this is Drake, but let's be honest.
Who else
Why else would Canadian police not allow this to happen? It has to be some sort of connection because they would have gave a legitimate, not answer, but an actual reason for shutting this down. And this just goes to show Drake.
We can't really blame the police if they get an intelligence that, hey, if you come here, something probably happen to you. So we just want to avoid that and say, hey, just stay in your country. We don't want that violence happening here. But why we ain't questioning this fuck nigga? Because, come on, why else wouldn't TDE be able to go to fucking Canada?
He's a sore loser.
He saw it. Right,
guy already lost the beef. Keep it pushing. It's not like Schoolboy Q was about to be in there playing Not Like Us. I really doubt he would have done that. He would have just done his set or his set list. It's not the guy's, it's his concert. He would have done his set list and kept it pushing. And he even said Top was with Wayne. Top was with Schoolboy Q. So these guys are allowing people around. They're being more reasonable. And if this is behavior that is in any way indicative of how Drake was moving within the industry these past 8 to 10 years, then is it any wonder why nobody was coming to his side or any wonder why people aren't really too fond of him behind the scenes? Because if you're willing to do this and harm a bunch of different bystanders, not with pain, but like I said, you're not letting fans see the artist they want to see. You're not letting the people that work to put on this show see the show out in Canada. And you're not allowing the artist, Schoolboy Q, that never dissed you or said anything bad about you, to perform in the city as well. So all these different people, you're willing to let them take an L on the situation just so you feel good about yourself. And that's something public that we're seeing right now. Imagine what he was doing behind the scenes. So people are probably looking at it like, yo, this character of this individual is not something we like, which is saying a lot because usually rappers are not of the greatest upstanding character, usually more selfish and narcissistic than most, as overused as the latter word is nowadays. But yeah, it's just not looking good, man. And I don't see how a Drake stan can defend this. So you can't say this is cool. Yeah, man, Drake blocked them from performing when in LA they were letting his people perform when they could have. They for
and
sure.
It's like, do you think that's going to keep happening? Do you think that now Party Next doing your other artists who trying to make a name for themselves or yourself, nigga, is going to be able to go to LA? Nigga, fuck just Compton, nigga. You think you gonna be able to go to LA? Anywhere on the West Coast? You just burnt your bridge on the West Coast, and you just burnt a lot of bridges on the East Coast. Cause ain't that nigga Ross in Miami and shit? They just said that you were banned from Miami. So now you banned from Miami and you banned from Los Angeles. Nigga, those are the two main money making spots in America. So what, you only finna be performing in Texas? That's what you, Texas and New York? That's what's going on? This nigga is a fool.
Could have made sure these shows didn't happen, but they didn't. You just can't defend something like that, even if you like the guy and his music. Like I said, I really enjoy Drake music, but there are certain things that's moving right now that I cannot co-sign. This is, it's whack. Also, there is a possibility that perhaps the Canadian police is just so scary that they don't want anything erupting. Maybe like the Rick Ross situation that happened. Perhaps Rick Ross screwed it up for these other guys in Canada, where they're saying, hey, we don't want any physical altercations, so we're going to shut this down altogether. Maybe they're that sensitive, and Drake had nothing to do with this, or OVO had nothing to do with this. I want to throw that option out there, although I don't think that's the case, but I can't outright put it on them when there is this alternate possibility, but we'll never really know the truth for sure, at least for now. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Drake, Drakey boy, please sit down. Stop. Nigga, stop. Like, bro, stop, nigga. Stop. Cause what another thing that I feel like this is doing is it's bringing validity to a lot of shit that Kendrick said, bro. And I'm not just talking about the colonizer part. I'm talking about the pedo shit, the PDF file shit. You're so mad. You're not just keeping it at rap. It's personal now. It's making it seem like that shit wasn't made up. That he really struck a nerve. It's like you really feel exposed. You feel like you in a spotlight, even though you always been in the spotlight. But the shit that you never wanted to be known is in the spotlight. That's what it's seeming like. And you don't understand how it's slowly but surely changing the tide on how your own fans are even thinking about you, bro. Because you could have just not said nothing. Again, just left for a couple years, like, okay, he beat me in the rapping, just sing a couple songs, stay away from rap for a little bit, and then came back. But no, you choosing this route. Why? Because it's like at the end of the day, you have an agenda to push, and it's violence. That's what it is. You're not gonna be the one who involved in shooting at people, this and that. You're gonna put the money out on the street for it to happen. And in turn, other people is gonna do that to you. And it's like this cycle continues, and it's like, man, we don't need to waste our time on this fuck nigga, man. This nigga is obviously playing. He think life a game. He think this shit funny, and this shit sad. It's too much going on for a grown ass man. This nigga is finna be 40, and this is what he's doing. This is what he's acting like, and this nigga has fans still. I don't give no fuck how good the nigga music is, and it ain't that good. That's the whole thing. Drake music ain't been good for a while, but y'all keeping him at this. I don't know. I just don't get it. And the situation, again, we gonna keep watching it unfold, but I told y'all before that we finna watch Drake spiral. Kendrick already said he finna do it to himself. This is a long life battle with himself. He's doing this. He's making these decisions. So we just gonna be here to watch it unfold, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so that you notified whenever I do drop a video here. We on the road to 100 subscribers, so make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. Let me know down below, man. Do you guys think that this has something to do with Drake, or you just think that the police just said that TDE is banned for Canada for no reason? You guys let me know down in the comment section. But with that being said, KingMarcell out. Peace.
When the pain grows, anything goes. Devil is a lie, looking for the prize. That's eternal life, and bringing the things in my mind. Talking real peace of mind. That's something money can't buy.